She got the moon and the stars, Mercury and Mars, Venus and Neptune, feel it in your heart. It is time for Star Slander.
Hello, it's Danielle Mercurio delivering you all the Star Slander news from the cosmos. Today we're featuring Sagittarius season. And can we give a shout out to our podcast editor, Marissa Iman, for that amazing intro? It's so sexy and juicy, and she just, she gets it, which is kind of what this season is all about. Sagittarius energy. Now, when we talk about Sagittarius season, you may be listening and saying, I'm not a Sagittarius, Danielle. This doesn't matter. It does matter because the sun, until around December 23rd, will be in Sagittarius, and we will be existing under that. So even if when you were born, the sun wasn't in Sagittarius, we are in Sagittarius sun right now, and that is important. And you need to know what the energy is going to be like, just like you need to know when it's going to rain, right? It's not going to just rain for people that were born on a rainy day, right? It rains for everybody, no matter what. Even if you were born on the most sunniest day in the entire world, you are not shunned from the energy. So we're going to talk about Sagittarius season as a collective. We'll talk about some of the moon phases that are happening, what's going on with Venus, Mars, Saturn, Mercury, especially Jupiter. We've got a big move there, and what we can look out for as we wind down into Capricorn season. So Sagittarius, let's look at Sagittarius from its essence. The archetype of Sagittarian is the archer. Okay, so we want to imagine the archer, the centaur. So essentially there's this half man, half horse with a bow and arrow. And it's kind of this individual that's ready to charge forward, ready to take their bow and point their arrow exactly on their target, what it is that they want, and not just land the arrow on their target, but actually move their legs and run and leap towards it. That's what's so amazing right now. That is what is so necessary right now with Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is outside the box, free thinkers, philosophy, travel, wanderlust. What are we doing that is outside the norm? What are we doing that goes beyond everyday expectation? Because that is important and that is necessary. And where in your life right now are you ready to take that leap? Are you ready to really not just set your sights on your target, but go for it and make impact and make it happen? That is what this season is about. And this is what the invitation is for you right now. Where are you no longer willing to be held back? Where are you not going to just keep running around in circles and chasing your goals, and instead be like, no, I'm just going to go for it. And I'm going to do it. And I'm going to allow my goals, my ideas, my energy to be bigger than my fear or my doubts. Doesn't mean that it doesn't go away. You're allowed to have some worry when you're going for what it is that you want. However, you have to find ways to manage the worry, to soothe the fears, to ease the doubts so that you can keep going, so they don't consume you and overwhelm you and become a self-fulfilling prophecy. We want the things that are self-fulfilling to be the things that excite you and light you up and give you satisfaction and sustainability and reward, not more drama or stress or self-torture. No. So in essence, this is what we want you to move forward with. Now, many of us are celebrating the holiday season, and it's a time of joy and generosity and family, good or bad. And we have to remember that whatever your circumstance is, whatever your situation is over the holiday season, remember that you are a priority, that you have a choice, that you are to be respectful and kind. And just like you want others to respect the way that you live your life, we expect the same of you. So we really want to encompass that. Now, in every sun season, we have a new moon. So, a new moon is when the moon starts her new life cycle, and she does that every 28 to 29 days. So, typically, within a sun season, the new moon will always be in the sun sign. So, we have a new moon on November 26th in Sagittarius at 10:07 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that energy will be with us for a couple of days. If you're in the United States, it'll be right through Thanksgiving for you. And the new moon in Sagittarius is a point where we can take all the energy of the sun season. So, everything I was just saying about Sagittarius sun, we want to ball that all up and put it in a nice, neat little circle or something, put it in a nice little neat little arena, if you will, and embody it for the new moon. So the new moon is an opportunity to take everything that the sun season has in store for you and to get really clear and really definite and really intentional. So what do you intentionally want to do based on everything I just shared? This new moon is an opportunity to really sit and write out the things that excite you and light you up. And you may be listening, you might say, Danielle, I don't know what that is yet. I don't know my dream. I don't know my big goal. I don't know where I'm ready to take the next leap of faith. Great. That becomes your intention. What is it in my life currently that I could do better, that I could go a little bit bigger? I'm sure there's one area of your life right now where you're like, you know what? I could step it up. Boom. There you go. That's your area right there. Even if it's at your job and you're like, I don't even know if I like my job. Could you step it up there? Probably. Maybe it's your relationship. Maybe it's your friendships. Maybe it's your health, right? There's some area where you could step it up. Go for it. Now, if you have a very clear goal in place, what is one thing that you could do that would be putting yourself out there a little bit, that maybe would be a little bit nerve wracking, maybe be a little bit scary, but you're like, you know what? I got to put myself out there and I got to be consistent with it. What is that thing? Put it out there, right? This is a time to really feel self-expressed in the way that you're showing up for your life and make it better. It's really important, especially under this new moon. This new moon is going to be about what is it that you want to do to make your life better, to make it more enjoyable, to give yourself more satisfaction, and to also create a better relationship with trust and something greater. And there is a little bit of energy with this new moon where some people may not like that. Some people may think, oh, like that's a little, extra of you. That's a little much, isn't it? And they may think that. And again, cool. That's great. You got to do you. You've got to work on the things. You've got to instill your faith, your trust, right? If there's something that you're going to take a risk on, it's because it's a calculated risk. It's because you've done your due diligence, you've done your research, and now the only thing left is to take that jump, right? To do that thing that you've been obsessing over. Okay, you've been obsessing over the planning and the plotting and the dreaming. Now it's time to obsess over the doing and trust that there will be a landing when you go for it. But you've got to do the due diligence first. You can't just say, I want to be a millionaire, and then you take out a loan for $1 million. Well, that'd be amazing if you could do that. But secondly, what is the loan for, right? What is the strategy? What is the plan? That's what new moons are all about. New moons are about kind of presenting your proposal and your presentation to the universe and saying, okay, this is what I want. Here's why. I did my research. Here's some fact checking. Here's why I'm the expert. Here's why I'm the best person for the job. Here's why this makes sense in my life here and now, whatever it may be, right? If you're looking for a relationship, it's like you are literally pitching a proposal to the universe saying, here's what I want to happen. Here's why it should happen. Here's how I'd like to see it roll out. And here's when. Okay. So what's your who, what, where, when, why proposal to the universe? That is your new moon ritual. Okay. So when you think about doing something for the new moon, I want you to create a new moon proposal where you're taking that idea, that desire, that wish, that dream, that goal, that place in your life where you're ready to step it up, where you're ready for that promotion, where you're ready for more expansion, and you create that proposal. And you do it in a really quiet, sacred space that is not just distracting, and you write it all out. Maybe you light some candles, and then you put it somewhere safe. Maybe you put it underneath a crystal. Maybe you put it near the windowsill. Maybe you put it on your altar, your dresser. Maybe you save it in your phone. Whatever it is, okay? So that's your new moon ritual. And you can do that anytime until November 28th. Okay, so during this Sagittarius season, why I've been saying like a little bit of practicality, like you're noticing, like I'm saying like Sagittarius is very outside the box, free thinker, but I'm also asking you to be a little bit structured. Why is that? Well, Venus, which is our planet of romance, creativity, passion, is in Capricorn until December 21st. Now, because Venus is in Capricorn, we're going to want to have a little bit of structure around our passions. So that's why I'm sharing this piece around we're not just winging it, because Venus and Saturn are also in Capricorn. Okay, so Saturn is our planet of rules, discipline, leadership, also Capricorn. So again, we're saying like, hey, are you going to have some structure around this? What is your plan? We want Capricorn wants things to work out, but there's got to be a little bit of a order. Okay, there's got to be something that kind of makes sense. We're not just, winging it. I was going to say low balling it, but I don't think that's the right way to say it. What else is happening right now until December 3rd is Jupiter, which is our planet love, prosperity, expansion, has been in Sagittarius for 13 months. And on December 3rd, it's going to move into Capricorn. Again, so this planet of luck, prosperity, expansion is moving into Capricorn, which is all about calculated plans. So for the next week, I really want you to be in that juicy, free-spirited Jupiter, Sagittarius, happy-go-lucky, everything works out energy. Okay? I really want you to embody everything works out for me. Everything works out in my favor for the next week. I want you to have that energy with the new moon. I want you to create that proposal with the Capricorn essence. And then on December 3rd, for the next 13 months, Jupiter will be in Capricorn, which I think is going to really bode well for us because I think it's going to really ask us to not only know our worth, but know how to monetize our worth, know how to get paid for our worth, know how to get promoted for our worth, know how to, get a return on our worth. A lot of people are saying 2020 is the year I get paid. That's because Jupiter is moving into Capricorn. Okay. It's not just about like, what do I want to do for fun? What brings me joy and is just free spirited when it comes to money? You can still have that, right? Astrology is a progression. We're not losing that energy, right? Astrology is an evolution. So we're going to take that, what we learned from Sagittarius and Jupiter over the last 13 months of what it means to have fun with our money. What does it mean to have fun with our life? What does it mean to be taken care of and have a good time? And now we're going to take it to the next level and say, cool, now how do we get an even bigger return on that? How do we really maximize this value, this experience? And that's what Jupiter Capricorn is going to do starting December 3rd. Super great. Okay. And then we're going to keep rolling around, right? So we're going to have the new moon, have that for a couple days. We've got Venus in Capricorn during the entire season. We've got Mars in Scorpio. Now, Mars is our planet of action and ambition. Scorpio is very intense, very intuitive, which is really helping us tap into what it is that we really want. I'm loving the energy right now. See this beautiful blend, how we got to go beyond just Sagittarius season. Sagittarius season is amazing. I love it. It's one of my favorites. It's free-spirited. It's groovy. But now we've got that nice, neat, clean Venus Capricorn energy. Now we have Mars, which is Scorpio, and it's saying, what do you really want? Like, what do you really want to put your soul into? What do you want to sink your spirit into? And Mars is going to be in Scorpio for all of Sagittarius season. So it's really asking us, go for where your soul is telling you to go, even if it doesn't quite make sense, because the Capricorn energy that will be backing us will help us make sense of it. Okay, so it's all kind of being regulated here. Be out of the box. Be in this really cool, free-spirited, what more do I want for my life? How do I want to step it up? What really is my soul asking me to do? And then how do I make sense of it all? And all this is happening during the holiday season. This season itself is very holy. And I think we don't want to lose sight of that. There's magic in the holidays and there's a reason. This is a very auspicious time. There's a lot of really beautiful, harmonious moments. And we'll talk about that more when we get into Capricorn season and after winter solstice, because the holy season will continue. But I want you to know that this isn't just about a big, massive commercial time. This is about really honoring the end of the year and honoring your spirit and honoring the elevation that is intended for you and that is well deserved, and really honor that and embrace that. Now, Mercury is the planet of our mind, logic, etc. Mercury will be in Scorpio until December 9th, and then we'll move into Sagittarius. So again, we're kind of just like, Mars is in Scorpio, Mercury is going to be supporting that until the 9th, and then it's going to move into Sagittarius, really giving us that permission to be really fiery. Watch out though, after December 9th, you may notice that you might have a little bit more of a sharp tongue. You may be saying things impulsively. So just, if you're out with family or people that maybe you don't always get along with or associate with, just, be mindful. Watch your language a little bit. Maybe take a breath before you speak out. Make sure that you have some practices to help keep yourself calm, have your best friend on speed dial, that kind of thing. So then in 2 weeks after the new moon, we have the full moon. Now, what's cool about this full moon, it's happening on 12/12 at 12:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Double, double, trouble, trouble. It is happening in Gemini, which is the twins, right? So cool. So 12/12 on 12/12 with the twin Gemini energy. Very cool, right? So the full moon in Gemini is going to be about what is it that could be more parallel in your life? Where are things kind of a little bit out of alignment, misbalanced, right? So full moon in Gemini is kind of a balancing act, if you will. Okay, so let's call it that, the balancing act. And so when we get to that full moon in Gemini, I want you to really sit down and look at where are things a little bit chaotic? Where are things not completely balanced? Now, in our life, we're never going to have everything 100% in alignment, balance, good to go, right? But we can try, and we can use this full moon energy to write down all the things that maybe are getting in the way of balance and harmony. Write down all the things that you would like to maybe have more of your attention to create more balance and satisfaction. And when you're going to purge all of that and kind of write all that down and kind of recalibrate all the different areas in your life and look at it from a more harmonious space, and then we're going to offer that up. Okay, full moon is about burning off what is no longer serving you. So it's going to be about burning off the chaos, burning off all the extra energy, burning off all the misalignment, burning off all the things that are taking up too much of your time unnecessarily. So just something to think about when we get to the full moon. And I think you're going to remember it because 12/12, 12/12. And you're like, wait, what sign is it in? Oh, the twins, Gemini. Cool. And we want to think of like that burning off before. And it's really our last full moon of the decade. Oh my God, it's the last full moon of our teenage years of the decade. So I love that it's happening in like a preteen age 12, right? 12/12. And yeah, what do you want to like? What do you really want to just be like, oh, let's purge this from the last year and the last decade as we move into what 2020 will hold? And then one other thing that's going to be happening is winter solstice. If you're in the northern hemisphere, if you're in the southern hemisphere, it'll be summer solstice. So winter solstice is the shortest day of the year. Summer solstice is the longest day of the year. I'm going to kind of roll off the northern hemisphere because that's where I'm at, and that's winter solstice. So the shortest day of the year will be on December 21st. And it's really just an opportunity to play with how you want things to be lighter for the upcoming season. How do you want things to work in a way that brings more light and love and ease in your life? And where can you really embrace the shadows, the darkness over the last year? What was it over this last year that was heavy for you? Because there was probably something. Maybe there was more than one thing. And what did it teach you? What did you get out of it? Where did you say courageously, this fucking sucks, but I'm willing to look at it. I'm willing to overcome it. And that is what the beauty and the joy of the darkness can be, right? We get so upset with darkness. We get so sad when things don't seem to be working out, or we can't do something that we expected, or we're sad, but that's not really the case. And so we can look at winter solstice as a time to light a bunch of candles and embrace the upcoming light, to thank the sun for what it gives us during the day, and further to thank the nighttime, to thank the darkness, because it gives us an opportunity to restore, to rest, to heal. It is in the darkness where we heal, and it is in the light where we shine, and we honor that polarity. Lots of polarity this month. Lots of, light and dark, sun and moon, yin and yang energy this Sagittarius season, which I really love. It's very different than last year's Sagittarius season, I'll tell you that much. And so we have a lot to look forward to. Something else we have to look forward to is announcement time. It's time to announce the winners of the Stone Cooper giveaway. Now, you may remember I did a little offer with the amazing Stone Cooper for cuff bracelets that have signature things that I say, like juicy, stay golden, cosmic AF, and we have winners. So the winners are, we have like two friend duos. So the first friend duo is the team actually over at My Binto, Maddie in India. And then we also have her handle on Instagram is MaiTai, handle MaiTai, and her friend Tina. So we will be reaching out to you. Congrats. I can't wait to send you your cuffs. Tag us on the Instagram at Stone Cooper, at the Danielle Mercurio Show, or at Danielle Mercurio, and let us know how much you love your cuffs. I'm going to be reaching out to you for your address. I promise I won't hand deliver them. Actually, I might to the My Binto team because they're in Philly. But MaiTai and Tina, I don't know where you live, so we will find that out. And then you and your bestie can support these amazing phrases and wear these awesome cuffs throughout the holiday season. Also, if you're in the Philadelphia area, check out Stone Cooper's booth at the Dilworth Plaza at City Hall. She's amazing. I will definitely be checking it out. Announcements are over. So, things to think about for the Sagittarius season, being outside the box, being that free spirit that I know that you are. You wouldn't be listening otherwise. But then with that, listen to your gut. Trust your intuition, even if it doesn't make sense, because there's also energy that's going to help you with your planning, with your plotting. This is a great time to create those proposals, to make a plan, to start to think about how you want to move things forward, not only in this current season, but in early 2020 as well. I don't want you to thinking too far ahead into 2020, and I'll explain that more in the next Star Slander. But I do want you thinking about what the next few months are going to look like for you. Also, be on the lookout. On December 3rd, I will be releasing a meditation and experience that you can do to welcome in the Jupiter Capricorn energy. So the Jupiter Capricorn transit will be happening on December 3rd for 13 months, and it will be helping us monetize our value of how we show up in the world. How do we get a return on our worth? So look out for that on December 3rd. You can do it anytime during that week, or honestly over the course of the next few months. Of course, the sooner the better, because we want to welcome in the Jupiter Capricorn energy. But look out for that. It'll be on my site, in my shop under my guided meditation. So set your calendar right now if you haven't done it. Yeah, no. I'm being serious. Yeah, yep. Go ahead, grab your planner. Yep. Or no, you can grab your phone. That works too. Totally. Yeah, just set a little alert. December 3rd. Yep, Jupiter. Capricorn meditation. DanielleMercurio.com shop. Meditations. Cool. Great. See, this is Capricorn energy. Capricorn's like, no. Like, you're actually going to make a plan. This isn't just like, oh yeah, I'll do it. No, Capricorn's like, no. You're going to do it. Now, I grew up with Capricorn parents. I know Capricorn energy. Okay. I know what it's like to be grounded under Capricorn energy, but I also know how Capricorn energy has helped me. And being a triple Leo, it was hard sometimes being under Earth parents, but it gave me structure and it helped keep me rooted, and it reminded me around responsibility and how to make my dreams into something tangible and sustainable. And for that, I'm very grateful. So I really want you to take this seriously as well. because it will help you, my gorgeous friends. So if you're listening in real time, definitely follow me on Instagram on Friday. I'll be releasing my Black Friday special. Every year I do yearly tarot readings for a limited amount of people. It's the only time I do it. So I'll be opening up the appointments on Black Friday. It starts at $111. It's the cheapest you'll ever get me, unless you're taking me out for drinks. On a date, on a first date, or who knows, maybe we will spend that much. And then the prices will continue to increase as the slots are taken. So make sure you follow along on Instagram at Danielle Mercurio so you can get in on the Black Friday goodness and get that 2020 yearly tarot reading with me. Or I highly recommend getting an astrology session with me. It's a beautiful way to break down your chart and really see how these trends that I've been sharing about fit in a more personal way with your chart. So basically all the patterns I just shared with you, we take your birth chart, we break it down, and then we see how it is a harmonious and also disharmonious fit for your chart. And then based on that, we're able to see what you should be focusing on and how to maximize the ways that you show up for 2020. So that's an amazing experience as well. You can find all of that on my website, daniellemercurio.com. All right. I love you. I adore you. I appreciate you. I think you're like the coolest thing in the entire world. And thank you so much for listening. If you have a astrology bestie that you geek out over the planets and the cosmos with, please share this episode with them and have a gorgeous Sagittarius season.
She got the moon and the stars.